This is a subject I haven't covered, and I don't know why, is the uprising in Turkey. Maybe I didn't have someone capable of speaking to me on this, and I'm delighted to say I do. Her name is Aylin Kocaman. She is a peace activist, a political and current affairs analyst, and a TV commentator. She's speaking to us live from Istanbul. Let's hope we have a good connection. Good morning, Aylin.
Good morning, Maurice.
Good to have you on the line. Now, you're 1 hour ahead of us, so that means it is 10 minutes past the hour of 1 o'clock there. You are in Istanbul. Are you near Taksim Square? Is that where you're stationed?
A little near, yes.
Tell me, we've seen an insurgence last night, upsurgence, I should say, last night of the Troubles. We saw the police going in there with tear gas and water cannons. How does it look today?
It looks like the same. It's worse, I guess. But I think it will be better soon because there was a great turmoil because of the communist groups right now. Maris, first of all, I have to say I'm supporting the democratic rights of those young people in Gezi Park, and it's great to see them protecting nature. And also, I don't want those trees to be removed. But at the same time, they have demands from Prime Minister Erdogan, and they are also very justified. But the problem here is the communist groups who are taking advantage from this kind of peaceful protests. So it was great. I guess the police came to the Taksim Square. They tried to remove the posters on the statue over there, and it was necessary, I guess. And they warned the people in the Gezi Park to leave there or stay there, not to come to the Taksim. It was also good. And they made this warning today to leave there because the situation is not good right now. But it was necessary because communist groups have great plans over Turkey right now.
Now, I assume then by what you say that you are in favor of Prime Minister Erdogan, I probably pronounce him wrong, his tactics at the moment.
His tactics at the moment, but I also see the young people's demand justified because they are there because of the environment, and they do not want restrictions over themselves, and they want to be part of the decisions. These are great, and in order to improve the democracy, a prime minister should listen to them, and I also agree with them about that. But also, Prime Minister Erdogan is also a successful leader. He changed Turkey, and there is a great and progress Turkey here in the world right now. It's a balanced country in the Middle East. We paid off the IMF debt. Our credit note has always been increasing in spite of the economic crisis. Turkey is a negotiator between the Middle East, Europe, and America. So it happened during the 10 times when AKP is in power. So he's a successful leader, but he should also be compassionate, as those young people demanded. He should be compassionate. He should use a calmer voice. He should listen to them. He should improve the democracy. He should be more modern. I agree with those people in Gezi Park about that. He needs to listen to them.
We'll talk about the economic success of Turkey, which is quite outstanding at the moment. But prior to this, let's just go back a little bit, if we can. Aylin, is that how I pronounce you? You could give me an Irish title there. Aylin or Aylin?
This is Aylin.
Aylin.
Yes.
There you give a nice Irish name. Now, Aylin, let me ask you, this is day 13 of the protest. Can we go back a little bit there and go to the grassroots of this protest? This protest was started, from what we understand this side of the world, as a peaceful protest about the threat of a beautiful piece of parkland being turned into a commercial centre. Is that about right?
Yes, it is right. They started this protest peacefully. They tried to protect the environment. They don't want those trees to be removed there. They are totally right. And they want forest. They want their park over there. And I agree with them with all my heart.
So this peaceful, quite a small protest, quite an innocent protest, was infiltrated, do you say, by the Communist Party?
Yes. Maurice, let me just say that as maybe you already know, we have suffered from PKK terrorist organization for 30 years. And this terror organization was communist. Right now, there is a peace process in Turkey. PKK is leaving Turkey, but some people feel uncomfortable for that. Especially domestic and foreign communist groups do not want to see such a powerful Turkey, so they want to divide Turkey, and they want a communist Turkey, so they are organized. They have already been organized much earlier than the protests. They were waiting for an appropriate time to attack, and they are taking the advantage from the Gezi protests right now. They are also funded by a communist organization outside of Turkey. There are, of course, also funded press who made incredible news about Turkey. I watched them with a great amazement from the beginning. They were spreading hatred and provocation, and they literally wanted a bloody revolution in Turkey. This is really so scary.
So this was an opportunity. They saw an opportunity to move in on something that was a peaceful protest and turn to something nasty. Does Turkey Islamic Society, do they support the communist society, or are they outspoken against them?
No, nobody is supporting the communist society. Everyone is against them. But right now, because of the protest, they look like they are together. And it gives a great damage to this country. The communist groups are in danger in Taksim. They created violence from the beginning. They tried to raid into the police station, and they also raid into the official buildings. If police did not stop them, they would go into those buildings, and I'm wondering what would they do if they managed to enter. They burned vehicles, they gave damage to the press vehicles. That was not the peaceful protesters. They were all communist groups.
You know, it's always the same. I'm delighted, Aylin Kocaman, talking to us live from Istanbul. It's always the same, Aylin. Always the same. That what starts out to be a peaceful protest, for somehow the sort of, I'm not going to start calling people names, but some of these troublemakers, that's probably the best way, infiltrate this and turn what's into a peaceful, and we all agree, I think you agree as well, as being a peace activist, for peaceful demonstration, they turn to something nasty. But we got to take your Prime Minister, Erdogan, and say that he has done a great job in Turkey. He has done a great job with the we talked about the economy earlier. Annual gross domestic product in the country at about 75 million people is around $800 billion, putting it in the par with wealthy countries like Switzerland and the Netherlands. And you've got to take into consideration its neighbours. In contrast, neighbours who are in financial turmoil, Greece and Cyprus, for example. How has he done this?
I guess Turkey, from the beginning, democracy is a great advantage of Turkey, in fact, because Turkey is a Muslim country, but at the same time, there is democracy in this country. There is no Marxist threat in Turkey. As you know, there are Arab socialist countries in the world, and they were all under the Marxist regimes. And this is not a danger in Turkey. And after AKP came into power, there were some kind of terrorist deep state within a state has been revealed. And after that, Turkey progressed. Really progressed. And Erdogan made good negotiations with the Arab nations. And then he has a good relationship between the European countries and also America. This also gave a great opportunity to Turkey. And Turkey knew its place as a negotiator between the Muslim world and the Western world. So it also gave an advantage.
It is a great shame, because there has been a great risk put on what's been the good times, if you want, in Turkey. The market fell sharply, as we all know, during the first days of the protest. So have investors reacted badly to, well, they obviously have, to this unrest, and maybe the communists are achieving what they're setting out to achieve by bringing the country to its knees?
Communists, in fact, communists cannot do anything in Turkey, but they are getting advantage from those kind of riots, and it's a great threat. Sometimes some of my friends from foreign press say that they are just communists, leave them and they try to make their voices heard. It's not like that. Communism is a great threat for Turkey. It may not be a threat for any other country in the world so much, but it's a threat for Turkey. So they need to be oppressed in many ways. Of course, not with violence. I'm against all kind of violence. We need to eradicate their mindset with education. It's a must. I'm always struggled for this. I'm always writing columns about this. It's a great necessity. But right now, their violence should be stopped in many ways. And Turkey and also people in the Gezi Park and people who are opposed AKP power, AKP government, need to know that there is a greater threat in this country.
It is a great shame because we're talking about the economy. We also know Turkey to be a country that attracts tourism. You're at the height, coming into the height of your tourist season right now. Do we have any figures? Has there been a fall? I mean, I'm sure people are slightly worried about flying into Turkey at the moment.
Yes, I heard about that. There is a fall about that, but I guess there is no danger here because the hot point is the Taksim here, Istanbul. We are in Istanbul, and everywhere is peaceful right now. But as I said, some of the foreign press make a great provocation throughout the world, and it was not nice. And because of them, I guess it will affect the economy and tourism.
You know, that's the problem with the foreign press is that, you take, I've covered this quite a lot on my own show, but you take a country like America, for example, who love success. Unfortunately, this side of the world, we seem to like to build people up and then destroy them. And the same with countries that seem to be doing better than we are, if you know what I mean. It seems to be able to, especially in the tabloid press, that we seem to be able to pull them to their knees, where Turkey now needs some love and support, I suppose. And tell me, what about the normal Turkish people who are demonstrating in the square? Are they separating themselves from the communists, or have they pulled out of the square and left it just up to the communists now? They're
aware that these communist groups are dangerous. It's good because we have been warning them since the starting point of this protest. We told them that they are you need to be separated yourselves from them because they are dangerous, and now they know that. It's good. And right now, many of the people want these protests should be stopped because it's only serving to these communist groups. This is good. People are aware of that. This is good, I think.
Okay, Aylin, tell me before we let you go, thanks for joining us. My God, you're up late when you're working. What time's your show on at? 4 o'clock in the morning you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, it starts about 10:30 p.m. At night, but it's a long live show. So it's sometimes, especially these days, it's longer because of the agenda, the hot agenda in Turkey. It lasts about 4 a.m.
You're a commentator on A9 TV.
Yes.
So outside of that, you're also a journalist. You write for and contribute to other television shows. I'm sure you're very busy at the moment, and newspapers as well. Tell me a little bit outside of that, Aylin, a little bit about you.
I'm a columnist on El Ahram Weekly and also Ashraq Al Afsat in Arabic and also Haber Hilal in Turkey. I'm also writing for the Gulf Daily News, Jerusalem Post and Washington Post from time to time. And I am also executive producer and also host of Building Bridges program in English.
Okay, so maybe you can give me a job. That would be nice. What about, yes, as I say, you're a peace activist. Now, I came across you on one of the charities that I really support and really believe in is Children of Peace.
Yes.
And that's how I came across your name and then started hunting for you to try to get hold of you desperately yesterday. And I'm delighted, Aylin, I did get hold of you, and I hope that you don't regret coming on the show with me today. I thank you very much. What are you planning for the rest of the day? Because you've got more stuff to do, haven't you?
Yes, I I have a great agenda. During days we are always trying to catch the news in every part of the world about Turkey, and we are trying to comment on them, and we are trying to prepare our shows. We are trying to prepare something for our columns, and really, especially these days, everything is very busy.
Excellent. Well, please, are you expecting more trouble this evening, or do you think the police have taken a handle on it now?
I don't expect any trouble no more, because I think police will handle it perfectly. But the people in the Gezi Park need to leave there because they are in danger right now. There are people wounded right now, and it's not good. They need to leave there. The government make this warning, the necessary warning. They did that yesterday, and they did that this morning as well. They need to listen to them because communist groups are not peaceful, and they need to be aware of them.
Did you say when you were telling me just now that you are a communist? Did you say that?
Columnist.
Oh, a columnist. I thought you said you were a communist. Anyway, listen.
No.
Aylin,
That's impossible.
Aylin, listen, it's so great to speak to you, and I hope that we can call on you and adopt you as our Turkish representative there when we have more news stories. I'd love to have you on the show more as we see it unfold. Let's hope and pray for one thing. Let's pray for peace, and let's hope that the situation in Turkey stabilises now and that you can get on with your lives.
I hope that too. Thank you for having me, Maurice.
Thank you very much. And now you've got a blog, by the way. Give us the blog so people can read about you.
I have a website, www.Aylin Kocaman.
Oh, it's Kocaman. I was calling you Kocaman. So you're Kocaman. So the C is a J.
This is Kocaman, yes. It's in Turkish.
Yeah.
.com. But I don't know if I spell.
No, I will spell it for them. Don't you worry. But it's so. I'm sorry for calling you Kocaman. I thought you were calling.
No, it's okay. People call me Kocaman in general.
You're Kocaman. Well, look.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Aylin, and I hope that we will call on you shortly again and speak to you. Your English is much better than my Turkish. I can tell you that for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for having me.
Have a wonderful day. Again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye.